Welcome back. Glad you're with us on a Monday morning. 7:13 is the time. President Trump's facing pressure now to deliver on promises in his first 100 days. Congress returns to work with just days now to pass a spending measure. Republicans threatening to shut down the government if funding for a border wall with Mexico is not included in the spending bill. The budget director included $3 billion for the wall in the budget, but Democrats say it is a non-starter. A plan on tax reform is also expected midweek, and possibly a vote on repealing and replacing Obamacare. Let's bring in former State Senate President Mike Haridopolos with more this morning. Mike, hope it was a good weekend. Good to see you this morning.
Good to see you, Ryan. Thanks for the opportunity.
So there's been reports the president really disappointed in his first 100 days. What would it take, if that's the case, to change that this week?
Well, I think he wants to have a good week. I think we all want to make sure that, especially given the fact we paid a lot of money in taxes last week, that the government stays open. It looks like both the Republicans and Democrats can hopefully work out a deal, but they need to work out a deal to get this economy continuing in the right direction. We've seen a great improvement in the stock market, but I think he wants to make sure the government is not shut down, and I think he wants to hopefully get a vote soon in the House of Representatives on repealing and replacing Obamacare.
Yeah, Mike, there's been a lot of talk that they have moved forward. Do you expect that vote to happen to go ahead and replace Obamacare?
I think we're still a couple weeks away. It looks like they're getting a lot closer. A lot more conservatives in the House of Representatives are happy, but some of the moderate Republicans are now a little bit concerned about these changes. But I think we want to focus in on this week, again, is that idea of let's keep the government open. The last thing we need with all the chaos around the world is have a government shutdown. And I'm glad to see they're moving in the right direction. And let's see if Republicans and Democrats can agree on funding the wall and also continuing those Obamacare subsidies is what the Democrats want. I know the president offered that this weekend. Let's see if the two sides for once can get along in Washington, D.C.
Yeah, the wall doesn't seem to be something they really agree on, Mike. Is this a big enough sticking point that it could actually shut the government down?
Unfortunately, it could. Clearly, the president ran on the issue of keeping America safe, and that one of those measures, of course, is building a wall. It was one of the key reasons why he probably won the Republican primaries, let alone the presidency. And so it's going to be a big sticking point at this juncture, but I hope they focus more on the idea of keeping the government open. We want to prove that we can run our own government. We want Washington, D.C. to work for a change, but it's going to be a real challenge, and that Friday deadline is looming. My guess is they probably give it an extra week if they don't have a deal by Friday afternoon.
All right, we'll have to keep our eye on that. Mike, you'll stick around for the 8 o'clock, and I know some Facebook Live to talk politics this morning as well.
Look forward to it, Ryan. Thanks for the opportunity.
All right, sounds good. That is former State Senate President Mike Haridopolos with us as always on a Monday morning.